Welcome back to Champion Chess Commentary. Love a good chess battle? Hit that subscribe button. Quick one before we start. Which ancient civilization is credited with the earliest version of chess, known as Chaturanga, over 1,000 years ago? Comment your guess. Welcome to a thrilling showdown between Denis Lazavik and the maestro himself, Magnus Carlsen, at the Esports World Cup 2026. We are diving into the heat of the battle where every move counts. The position is tense, both players are maneuvering for control, but one move is about to shift the tide dramatically. Lazavik is mounting pressure and Carlsen's pieces are carefully poised. Watch closely as we are about to witness a move that will showcase Magnus's uncanny tactical genius. Magnus kicks things off with a pawn move to give his king some breathing room, a little h6, pushing back any looming threats from Lazavik's pieces. Denis responds by doubling down, bringing his rook over to f4, bolstering his control and aiming at the center. Both players are gearing up and the tension is palpable. Now, watch as Magnus decides to cut the tension by capturing on c4. Denis recaptures with his bishop. The exchange seems routine, but every trade is a calculated decision. Magnus is peeling back the layers, setting things up for what's to come. Magnus wastes no time, placing his rook in position, capturing the so square. Denis, undeterred, swings his rook to h4, aiming for activity on the king's side. The board is alive, and strategies are colliding. As the dust settles, both players are eyeing opportunities. White's position looks potent, but Magnus has something up his sleeve. If you were in Denis' shoes, what would you do? Would you bring more pieces into the attack or try to stabilize the center? And here it is. The knight leaps to d5. It's a move that shatters expectations. Denis puts his knight right in the heart of the battle, challenging everything in its path. The idea? It's a bold offer to exchange, disrupting Black's coordination. But Magnus? Oh, he's already a step ahead. The knight seems aggressive, but with Carlsen's insight, it becomes a cornerstone of overextension. The natural replies don't hold. Trying to capture it or ignore it leads to subtle traps. Carlsen sees a future no one else would. Now, the consequences unfold. Magnus sidesteps with his rook to g4, maintaining pressure and saying, "Let's dance." Denis captures the rook on c1, eager to simplify, hoping to draw the sting out of the position. But the landscape is shifting. Magnus is in control. Magnus calmly recaptures the rook on c1, and then comes the showstopper. He plays his knight to e3. This move isn't just retaliation, it's a masterstroke. The knight is not just threatening, it's dictating the flow. White's position is unraveling and Magnus is tightening the noose. Every move from here feels like fate, leading to Magnus's inevitable triumph. The lesson here? Sometimes the boldest move isn't the loudest, it's the one that quietly shifts the game's trajectory. Magnus reminds us of the power of precision and how a single move can be a game changer. So, did you get it right? The ancient Indian civilization is credited with the earliest version of chess called Chaturanga. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next game.